My grandmother grew tomatoes the size of softballs without a single product from a garden center. No fertilizer, no pest sprays, just dirt, seeds, and knowledge that disappeared between her generation and mine. Her garden produced more with less effort and zero external inputs. I finally figured out what she knew that we forgot. Welcome to GrowWise Vision. If you've seen your grandparents' incredible gardens and wondered how they did it without modern products, you're not alone. We have better seeds, better tools, entire garden centers full of products. Yet many of us can't match what they grew effortlessly. Something got lost. In the next 8 minutes, I'm showing you 5 practices your grandparents used that we abandoned, and why bringing them back transforms your garden more than any product you could buy. Hit subscribe for gardening wisdom that actually works, not marketing that sells products. To understand what we lost, you need to know what changed. Between 1945 and 1960, gardening transformed from knowledge-based to product-based. Chemical companies that produced explosives for World War II needed new markets. Nitrogen compounds from explosives became synthetic fertilizer. Toxic warfare chemicals became pesticides. Your grandparents gardened before this shift. Soil was alive. Plants were ecosystems. Success came from working with nature, not overriding it with chemistry. Then garden centers appeared. Product ads filled magazines. Knowledge-based approaches got replaced, not because they didn't work, because they didn't sell products. We're 3 generations into that experiment. Many of us realized the old way produced better results. Practice 1. Seed saving. Your grandmother saved seeds from her best plants every harvest. That heavy-producing tomato? She saved those seeds. That lettuce that didn't bolt? Those seeds got stored. Over time, her seeds adapted to her specific garden, her soil, climate, conditions. Genetic selection in real time. Modern hybrid seeds can't be saved. They don't breed true. You buy new seeds annually. Profitable for companies, but it breaks the feedback loop. Your garden can't adapt because genetics reset yearly. Heirloom varieties breed true. Save seeds from your best plants. Within 3 to 5 years, you have vegetables adapted to your conditions. University studies show locally adapted varieties often outperform commercial hybrids in their home environment. Your grandmother wasn't stuck with old varieties, she was creating custom genetics. Practice 2. Companion planting through observation. Your grandmother didn't follow charts. She planted tomatoes with basil because she noticed basil repelled insects that bothered tomatoes. She observed, experimented, kept what worked. Her garden wasn't organized by vegetable type, it was organized by relationships. Beans climbed corn. Corn shaded lettuce. Squash leaves covered soil under corn, keeping moisture and suppressing weeds. 3 sisters planting, used for thousands of years, proven to increase yields while reducing work. After tomatoes depleted soil, she planted peas that restored nitrogen. Each plant prepared soil for the next. Modern gardens group vegetables by type. All tomatoes together, all peppers together. This creates pest pressure. One aphid finds 1 tomato, suddenly 20 plants are a buffet line. Your grandmother scattered things. Diversity broke pest cycles. She wasn't just growing vegetables, she was creating stable ecosystems. Practice 3. Soil building, not soil mining. Your grandmother didn't feed plants. She fed soil. Every fall, kitchen scraps, leaves, garden waste went back onto beds. Nutrients cycled. Nothing left the system. Synthetic fertilizers feed plants directly, bypassing soil biology. Short-term, plants grow. Long-term, soil degrades. Your grandmother's approach was different. Add organic matter, let organisms break it down, they create nutrients plants use. Meanwhile, those organisms improve soil structure, water retention, everything. Rodale Institute tracked plots for 40 years. Organic matter-based plots increased productivity decade over decade. Synthetic fertilizer plots maintained or declined. Your grandmother was investing. Modern approaches extract. Practice 4. Timing by observation, not calendar. Your grandmother didn't plant based on packet dates. She watched for signals. When oak leaves were squirrelier size, plant corn. When daffodils bloomed, plant peas. When lilacs flowered, time for tomatoes. These aren't the old wives' tales, they're phenology, seasonal biological events. Plants respond to accumulated heat, soil temperature, day length. Those signals are more reliable than calendar dates because they track actual conditions plants need. Modern advice gives dates. Plant tomatoes May 15th. But May 15th in a cold year isn't the same as a warm year. Your grandmother planted when indicators confirmed conditions were right. She harvested by observation too. Corn when silks browned, tomatoes when they released easily, not when packets said 75 days past. Observation-based timing reduces failures. You respond to reality, not estimates. Your grandmother had lower crop failure because she read signals we stopped watching. Practice 5. Community knowledge sharing. Your grandmother didn't learn from YouTube. She learned from neighbors, parents, community gardeners. Knowledge was oral tradition, tested locally. When something worked, everyone knew within a week. When something failed, the community avoided it. Decentralized experimentation with shared results. Modern gardening is isolated. We Google problems, order solutions online. Never talk to gardeners 3 houses down who solved the same issue last year. We reinvent wheels because knowledge isn't flowing. Your neighbor grows in the same soil, climate, pest pressure. Their solutions are more relevant than generic advice. Your grandmother was part of a knowledge network spanning generations. We've replaced that with algorithms. So what can we revive? You can't recreate her world, but you can revive practices that work regardless of era. Start with seed saving. Pick one easy crop: lettuce, tomatoes, beans. Let a few go to seed. Save them. Plant next year. You're beginning genetic adaptation. Companion plant through observation. Notice which plants do well together in your garden. Not what charts say, what you see. Build on success. Feed soil, not just plants. Add compost, mulch, leaf litter. Watch what happens over seasons. Soil will change: texture, color, moisture, retention. Watch for timing signals. What blooms in your area that could indicate planting time? Correlate bloom times with soil temperature. Learn your local phenology. Connect with local gardeners. Community gardens. Seed swaps. Neighbors who garden. Ask what works. Share your results, recreate knowledge networks. None of this requires abandoning modern tools. You can use drip irrigation and save seeds. This isn't going backwards. It's recovering what worked and combining it with what works now. Here's what I realized. My grandmother wasn't better because of secret tricks. She understood gardening as practice, not product. Her knowledge came from attention and observation. Mine came from packages with instructions. When I started applying her approaches, saving seeds, building soil, watching signals, my garden changed. Not instantly. Over seasons, plants got stronger, pests decreased, yields increased without increased inputs, and gardening became more interesting. There's something satisfying about observing patterns, making adjustments, understanding why they work. Product-based gardening is following instructions. Practice-based gardening is learning a language. Your grandmother probably didn't think she was doing anything special. She was just gardening the way everyone gardened. But she participated in multi-generational knowledge we've mostly abandoned. We can't get that entire system back, but we can recover core practices. And when we do, we're not just growing better food, we're reconnecting with cultivation that served humans for thousands of years. The garden center will still be there if you need it, but you might need it less when you're working with knowledge instead of products. If this shifted how you think about gardening wisdom, hit that like button. Subscribe for practices that work regardless of what's being sold. And check the video on screen about soil amendments your grandmother would recognize. Thanks for watching. Let's grow smarter together. And maybe call your grandmother if you still can. Ask about her garden. You might be surprised what you learn.